just been really a big dramatic change since coming back. I still haven't met anyone I'm living with. We've all sort of been avoiding each other. It'll be one person leaves to go to the kitchen, and then when they come back, another person will then leave. So it does feel like we're all kind of actively avoiding each other. And I think it's given me such anxiety of other people that I'm not really sure how to cope with being around so many people now. And I do feel nervous that I'm just going to become a government statistic of being blamed for causing a more of a pandemic to explode again. It's just really weird. It's really scary. It feels very different. Yeah, it's very, very quiet. Normally it's quite lively. There's a lot of people out all the time, normally in big groups of people. You'll always find someone. But it's been like a ghost town. It's really strange. Obviously on campus, everyone's wearing masks, so no one's really communicating with anyone. It just feels really strangely empty. And it is quite a scary place to be sometimes when it's really empty like that compared to when it was full and lively. I don't really feel comfortable going out to places now, especially if there's going to be a lot of people in there. There's just always that internal worry that either I'm going to give something to someone or someone will give something to me. And it's really, I just feel like I'm not going to have a social life anymore. I definitely think it's going to be very isolating because it limits on who you can see then. So if there is a group you want to meet up with but you can't, and it's just, I think people are going to be terrified to go out in case they end up in a group of 7 and then nobody really knows what's going to happen then. Yeah, I do think it's not very helpful for university students. Well, due to it being a fashion design course, it's very practical, and we usually go into the studio and use everything they have there. They have all the machines that we don't have at home. So we're very limited on what we can do because there's only a certain amount allowed in the studio at a time, and they're encouraging you to work from home. But unless you have a sewing machine and the ability to do that, you're really limited on what you can do and what you can achieve. And there's only so much you can do on online learning. Lectures will be easy enough on that, but trying to do practical work and show your work to your tutor online is just not very practical for a course like that. So I'm really scared that it's just going to make my work go downhill because I'm not able to produce it at the quality I could if I had all the professional equipment. I've been so used to coming here and always being with other people. And now it's sort of, I've come here and I kind of have to just fend for myself completely because I can't have contact with other people. And it just feels really, it's terrifying. I don't know how else to put it. It's just, I feel like I can't really go into my workspace at the university without, multiple checks before going in, making sure there's not too many people in there before me. And, as much as it makes me feel safe that they are putting these procedures in place, it also makes me feel like I shouldn't be here if we can't work as we normally would work. I feel like we're all being sort of pushed to get back to normality again. And then when anyone does go back to normality, in a way that we've been pushed to go back down to universities and to go out and eat and drink. But when we do that, we're now being blamed for causing it, despite the fact that they're the ones who told us to do it. And they just can't seem to take any of the blame themselves. It does just feel like we're just being blamed for doing what we're told to do. And it is really just frustrating trying to get my education. And that's all I really want to do. But then I'm being blamed for a spike in the COVID cases. I'm terrified of coming out and trying to get a job because I don't feel like I'm going to find any way to get one. And if we have to do it all online, I'm not going to have any material with me to show at any of these interviews, which obviously is a big part of it. So it's just, yeah, it's very confusing, and I just feel scared about everything right now because everything's so up in the air.